He slammed the wall twice in the first 10 laps. He dropped from 13th all the way back to 20th. And 3 hours later, he was standing in victory lane at a racetrack built on an active military base, holding the trophy for the first win of his NASCAR Cup Series career. Corey Heim just did something nobody expected, and the man he beat to do it was his own teammate. The spotter sees everything. And today we're talking about the most shocking result of the 2026 NASCAR season. So far, a 3-year-old part-time driver, 13 career Cup starts, 0 wins going into Sunday, and one of the most dramatic finishes this sport has produced in years. Stay with me because this is where it gets interesting. Let's set the scene. Naval Base Coronado, San Diego, California. NASCAR's very first race on an active United States military base, a 4-mile, 16-turn street circuit, built on the roads of Naval Air Station, North Island. Every driver in the field showing up completely blind, with 0 laps of competitive experience on this track. And into this chaos walks Corey Heim, a driver most casual NASCAR fans still couldn't pick out of a lineup. He drives the number 67 Mobil 1 Toyota for 23XE Racing, the team co-owned by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. But here's the thing about Heim that the numbers don't immediately tell you. He is not some random call-up. He is the defending NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion. He is one of the most highly rated young driving prospects Toyota has had in years. He does testing work for the entire 23XE Racing organization. He has put in simulator hours for the team all season. And when NASCAR announced he would move to a full-time Cup schedule with 23XE Racing in 2027, it was treated as a statement of intent, not a surprise. But winning a Cup race in only your 13th career start on a brand new track nobody had ever raced on before, that was not in anyone's script, not even Heim's. Now, let's talk about what actually happened on Sunday. The race started with most eyes on the favorites. Shane Van Gisbergen had taken pole position with a lap of 90, 8 miles per hour, bouncing off the wall twice during the run and still going fastest. Connor Zilisch had been the quickest rookie all weekend. And Tyler Reddick, the championship points leader, came from the back of the grid after an unapproved pre-race adjustment to his car. Heim started 13th and immediately struggled. His first 2 tire sets were, in his own words, the worst. 2 sets they had. He lost positions. He slipped to 20th. He hit the wall twice trying to find the limit of a track nobody understood yet. His crew chief, Booty Barker, stayed calm on the radio and told him the same thing over and over. These are our worst 2 sets of tires. We're going to be fine. Heim trusted him. Now pay attention because this is where the race turned. Lap 32, a restart. Connor Zilisch and Austin Hill went side by side into turn 1 battling for the lead. Hill missed the corner entry. He ricocheted into Zilisch. The chain reaction collected Van Gisbergen, who had no escape route. 9 cars were caught in the wreck. The race went red flag for 9 minutes while officials repaired the wall. Just like that, the 2 biggest favorites in the field, Van Gisbergen finishing 38th and Zilisch finishing 37th, were gone. And the race was wide open. Heim put on his fresh set of tires and everything changed. The car that had been struggling to stay in the top 20 suddenly came alive. He worked forward. He climbed positions one by one through the second half of the race. And with 5 laps to go, he was right behind his own teammate Tyler Reddick, who was leading the race and trying to hold on for the win. Now here is the part that made every NASCAR fan watching lean forward, because this was not just a battle between 2 fast cars. This was a moment where everything got complicated. Reddick is the points leader. Heim is his teammate. Both of them drive for 23XE Racing, same team, same owner, same garage, and they were going to settle this on the track. Heim started applying pressure with 5 to go. He was not burning his tires trying to make the pass happen immediately. He was patient. He was waiting for Reddick to make a mistake. 3 laps to go. Heim made his move. He got alongside Reddick. They went door to door through multiple corners, and then Reddick, under pressure, overbraked entering turn 5. The contact between their cars was real. Reddick actually pushed Heim toward the wall, and then something remarkable happened. Reddick backed off. He gave the position back. because he was not going to wreck his own teammate for a win. Not like that. In his own words after the race, he said running a teammate straight into the wall is not the right way to race. He said, "It definitely stings." He said he needs to stop going down the wrong path. Heim drove away. He led the final 3 laps. Bubba Wallace, a third 23XE Racing driver who had battled back from a 2-lap penalty for a loose wheel on his car earlier in the race, finished second. 23XE Racing's first ever 1-2 finish. And Reddick, the man who had led 9 laps and looked like the race winner with 3 to go, cut a left front tire shortly after giving up the lead. He limped home to 25th place. His championship lead, which had been 19 points coming into San Diego, is now just 8 points over Denny Hamlin. 8 points, 9 races left in the regular season. And that's when the wheels came off literally and figuratively. Now let's talk about what this result means for everyone involved. For Heim, this is everything. He said he was speechless in victory lane. He said it hadn't even sunk in yet. He said he hoped he doesn't wake up from this dream. Those are not the words of a calculated underdog executing a perfect plan. Those are the words of a 2-3-year-old who genuinely could not believe what had just happened to him. And the manner of the win makes it even bigger. 13 career Cup starts. First win in history at a brand new circuit, beating a 5-time race winner this season to do it. On a team co-owned by a driver who himself has never won the championship, Corey Heim wrote his name into the record books on Sunday. But for Reddick, this loss cuts differently because he had the win. He was right there. And he made a choice, whether by instinct or by conscience, to back off and give his teammate the position rather than fight for it in a way he couldn't justify. That is an extremely rare thing in professional motorsport. You do not often see a championship leader lift for a teammate. And now his championship lead is down to 8 points. With Denny Hamlin, who happens to be the other owner of this very same team, breathing down his neck. The uncomfortable questions are already starting to form. Does this moment mean anything for how the rest of the season plays out? Does this shift the dynamic inside 23XE Racing? And what does Hamlin think sitting just 8 points back, knowing his team just handed the win to its youngest driver instead of its championship contender? Now, here is the spotter's take. Corey Heim was the best driver in the second half of that race. He earned that win, full stop. But the story around the win is bigger than the win itself. Reddick's decision to back off, to refuse to race his teammate dirty, is the kind of moment that defines careers and relationships. It cost him the win. It cost him points. It tightened the championship to almost nothing. And he did it anyway. Whether that decision was right or wrong, whether it will be rewarded or punished by the end of the season, is a question nobody can answer yet. What I know is this: NASCAR needed a moment like today, a brand new racetrack, a 2-3-year-old. Nobody expected a champion giving up a win to a teammate, and a title race that is now officially on a razor's edge. 9 races left, 8 points, and a team that just proved it might be its own biggest obstacle. Drop your reaction in the comments right now. Was Reddick right to back off? Or did he just give away the championship? Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the spotter sees everything, and the 2026 season just got a whole lot more interesting.